good day. I have an idea for the EU. If they ever run out of money, they could get into the business of solving problems. They have this fantastic capacity. If you have a problem in a nation, let's say, you could call the EU and they will present a solution. And if it's urgent, you can talk to Jean-Claude Juncker directly and he will handle it. You know, we have this problem in Europe with invaders coming from Africa, you know, of course. And the EU, they talked and talked and talked about this for a long time. And last year, they presented a solution. And this was to build camps in northern Africa and gather all the invaders in these camps and then safely transport them and distribute them throughout Europe. That was the idea. This was mainly pushed by Merkel and Macron. Yes, I know, it's a terrible idea. But it seems to be failing for other reasons. It's a terrible idea, but there are other reasons it's going to fail. It's the African Union. They don't like it. The African Union's got 55 member states. And they want to sink this plan, arguing it would breach international and EU law. And they will talk to the coastal states, close to the Mediterranean, where the EU wanted to build these camps. And they want to tell these coastal states not to cooperate with Brussels. Yeah, I'm very glad. No, they are pathetic in the EU. They can't solve problems. They can create problems. They are excellent. That's the business for the EU. The problem is nobody wants to pay them for it. Well, we do pay them. I just realized. But we don't want to. You know, day by day I see how people get more educated. I see this with people that I meet, but I also see it in Swedish press and on the TV. And we actually have a pretty good debate now in Sweden. It's much more healthy than it was. You can still hear the lefties, of course, but it seems to me that they are not getting as much room as they used to. And right now there is this debate about the returning ISIS warriors. A lot of talk about this. Same as in other countries, Germany, Belgium, Netherlands and so on. These ISIS warriors coming back from Syria, what to do? And the debate in Sweden is good. I really like it. There's an example here. This is Erik Nord. He's the police chief in Gothenburg. He's a good guy. I talked about him earlier. Very good. And this was published in one of the major newspapers in Sweden. He says, "We are one of the absolute best countries to live in. We are building an excellent platform for exercising international terrorism. You go home, rest yourself, and then you can get away again if you have the desire." Yeah, it's absolutely correct. We are exporting terrorism from Sweden. We are. Same as Belgium and Germany and the Netherlands. Then there are other countries who are more tough on this subject. And they have better governments, basically. The Swedish government is awful. It's the socialists and the Greens. And they will make sure that these ISIS warriors are welcomed home. And I would be very, very surprised if any of them ended up in jail. Very surprised. So we need desperately to change government in Sweden. But as I said, the debate is there. We have the debate. It's good. And about people talking, here's another proof of what I'm saying. When people start to talk and when they are educated, things happen. This is actually about Trump. I looked into this poll. You know, the lefties accused him of being a sexist. They did, very much, yes. But it seems that Trump has significant support from suburban women. It's like 50-50. 50% approve and 50% disapprove. And you would guess that suburban women are very sensitive to sexism. But the support for Trump is growing among these women. And I find this very fascinating. These women, I'm sure, I can just picture this, they talk. And as they get educated, they talk some more and they talk to each other. And then you will get this change in the suburbs. It's fantastic. And they are actually very much in support of this wall that Trump wants to build. See? It's interesting. I'm not surprised, no. Because Trump is doing a good job. And as women start to realize this and they get educated, they will talk about it. It's brilliant. And maybe the suburban women will give Trump this extra boost in the next election. He's going to win it. I have no doubts. Right. Okay, that's it. Bye.